never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen. You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Release me by formal. Alright guys, good morning and welcome to this first buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafe Matthew. You love to come with the Elegbete One Sports. Let's run down on the stories that we've got today. It's no news again. Chelsea have gone 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. Miracles, things that you never expect from Chelsea. Chelsea scored 2 goals for the very first time after 13 games in the new year. That's a miracle of its own. Todd Boehly is bubbling everywhere and he's telling everybody who cares to listen that I told you so. Trust the process. Yeah, that's where one of our questions is coming out from this morning. Do you think that Graham Potter should be left alone? The beating, the criticism, the attack, the whole demand for him to be fired should be tampered down and say, okay, let's trust the process. Let's give the man a chance to see what he can do. What do you think about Graham Potter? Is he turning the corner, or they just winning games that they ordinarily should win even without a coach on the bench? Yes, Tottenham Hotspur. Yet the manager who's been on the job before he had the issues where he needed to seek medical attention in Italy is back on the saddle. Should he still rest a bit and let his assistant keep the good work that he's been doing? He's lost only 1 game in 5. That seems to be very, very good for Spurs, with Liverpool breathing down their neck and looking like they're going to kick Spurs out of the top 4. What would you advise? Should he stay, or should the assistant stay, or Antonio Conte? You know, Antonio Conte and his press conference. I don't want to come to this place and be talking about the money and the everything that is happening in the club. Back in Italy, when you want to do the press conference, the sporting director, the club president will come and explain. In England, I don't like it when every time the coach, the manager, come to the press conference and you ask the manager the questions about the money, about the transfer. You know it's not the manager that does that. Okay, so it's back. My Italian impression is the worst one in the whole world. Like, I'm stupid at doing it. Sorry guys, but I just thought I should do it. Okay, right? Yeah, so he's back now. He's back on the saddle. What do you advise? Should he? What's your doctor's prescription? Should he continue, or he should rest a bit and wait for the right time to come in? What do you think about Antonio Conte's return to the club? Well, there is talk about Bruno Fernandes being kicked out as captain of Manchester United. Now, yes, it's disastrous to lose 7-0 to a rival, to Liverpool, and some certain behaviors didn't work well. But Manchester United fans, I'm going to take this one to you guys. Like, do you think that that's enough reason because they lost and it didn't, okay, there is a code? I'm an ex-football player. I don't think that there is a code on how to behave on the day you lose a match. Okay, I don't know. Did his behavior, now the game is past, hindsight is clearer vision, so they say. So the game is past, we can get away, pull off the jacket of the emotions and all that, and look at the game critically and ask yourself this question. Okay, did Bruno Fernandes do anything bad to demand the whole question of, hey, he should be stripped of the captain ban, should never be made captain again. Some even say he should be kicked out of the club. Come on, so fast? Man United fans, what's wrong with you people? And then something that we missed, Liverpool won 7-0, but there is still FSG should leave. FSG's reign in the last 30 years is the most successful reign in the Liverpool era. Why are fans so fickle? I mean, fans are so fickle right now. They remind me of certain types of girlfriend, okay, certain gender. They're so fickle-minded, right? So my question is, FSG go, what does that leave us with the Liverpool issue? What's a guarantee that the next owner that is going to come is going to be better? Okay, that's one. But let's get past that one, and then let's talk about ownership. Since we're here in ownership, we talked about Boehly's ownership of Chelsea and his, adamant and strong position that he's going to trust the process and leave the pot maker, Graham Potter, not from the Potter's house, that's TD Jakes, Graham Potter, to run the show. Well, we will see that where that ends eventually. Probably they might repeat it 2012. They might go on to win the Champions. They might. Anything is possible. This is football. You never can tell. But let's see what happens. They might just get the luck of the draw, play against another easy team, and then go on to win the Champions League. Wow. It's possible. It's also possible that they get knocked out in the next round, and then everybody I go clear. Okay, but Manchester United tomorrow, the remaining bidders, the Qataris, Jimmy Ratcliffe, the richest man in the UK, the Bernie Sanders of the United Kingdom. Okay, that's why I call him. It's the Bernie Sanders of the United Kingdom, because Bernie Sanders in every election in the United States of America is always there. Okay, looking like, oh, this is the year where he would win, and he knows he would not win. I don't understand how he's always there anyway, but hey, it is what it is. Let's look at him. Jimmy Ratcliffe is also there looking at the possibility of buying the club, and then the Qataris are there, and a few other people. The Saudis, I think the Saudis are pulled out, and a few other people are there. Elon Musk is still studying the situation, whether he wants to buy it. I mean, if you can buy Twitter with the kind of amount of money he used, Twitter is actually more expensive than any football club in the world. I've not even thought about that for a minute. Like, Twitter can buy all the clubs, like over 10 clubs in Europe, and all the top clubs in Europe, all the top clubs. That's like combining the money they use to buy 47 billion. Okay, so 47 billion would buy Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal. They go use Arsenal Dujara, and all the rest. Okay, but he's still in the loop, like looking at the things. They say they look at Bajero Eye. He's studying it and see who gets to the finishing line, and then he throws his hat in the ring and say, okay, whatever you're offering, I'm offering double. That double. If you say, okay, you want to contest, I put it quadruple. I multiply it by 4. So what are you going to do? Now, why would you want the ownership to swing? For once, I want to see English people own their team. I want to see Jimmy Ratcliffe buy Manchester United. Not because I think it would do well, but I just want to see, the way these guys, they talk, they act like, oh, they are older than that, they know everything, they are the best people, blah, 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 blah. I want to see them run their own club, and let's see how far it can go. So I would really love for Jimmy Ratcliffe to buy Manchester United, be the next owner of Manchester United. But I want to know what you guys think about that. Neymar is finally going to have that surgery that he's been avoiding since forever. That surgery should have been done the season before the last season. It was at Barcelona, but they keep treating it, keep managing it, keep saying, okay, yeah, we could put a cast here, we could do this there, we could do that. Finally, he's going to have that surgery, so it's not going to be available till the end of the season. But then Paris Saint-Germain have a whole new problem of their own. They have Bayern in Germany. Now they lost to Bayern. Kingsley Coman's only goal condemned them to a defeat. Kylian Mbappe thought he had come from the bench to equalize, but then VAR said no dies at all. You have not equalized because one leg was over, the shadow, blah blah blah, and that happened. I like to say blah 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 because my daughter always say it, and that she has influenced me. Okay, so what do you think about Paris Saint-Germain's chances against Bayern? Not like Bayern are really imperious, but Bayern know how to score. And against Paris Saint-Germain, they just seem to have their number. They just seem to know how to touch their Momo button and get one over them. What's going to happen in that game? Yeah, Chelsea fans, congratulations to you guys for the win yesterday. I mean, another clean sheet, 2 goals scored for the very first time in 13 games. It's not easy. This is not the Chelsea we used to know, but whatever. If you win, you win. The most important thing is they're still in contention in the Champions League. They might not be in contention in the league anymore, but they're in contention in the Champions League. Having said that, let's come to this. Today is the International Women's Day. We're not going to do the show without, touching base with the women in our life. My mom is gone, but I've got sisters. I've got like a plethora of sisters, and I've got a beautiful daughter, the most beautiful girl in the world. I've got an amazing wife as well. So you people also have brothers. I mean, you people have sisters, mommies, wives, girlfriend. On the show today, you are going to write a beautiful letter to any one of them and tell them how important they are to you. While we're talking football and all the mix, you're going to do that for the woman in your life. Okay, it could be your mom, it could be your sister, it could be your girlfriend, it could be just about anybody. Anybody, as woke people will say, anybody. Okay, it could be anybody. Okay, just make sure you tell them how important they are. I'm going to read it out. So put it on the comment section, whether on Instagram, whether on YouTube. I prefer it to be on YouTube because we can always go back to it. Okay, right? So do that while you're also mixing it up with all the sporting gist that you want to bring. You know how this thing is. Well, the battle between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Why I'm furious about this Tyson Fury, Higgy Hagana, is the fact that Tyson Fury said couple of months ago that he will fight Usyk for free. Now they are hugging about money, this one, that one. See, Tyson Fury sometimes doesn't put his mouth, his money, his action where his mouth is. He talks and then he does something else. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of the background of that story. Tyson Fury was already negotiating with the Saudi Arabians, and the Saudi Arabian people were willing. The Arabians were willing to put a gold, a diamond, and a ruby on the table for the fight to happen. But now it seems like it's not going to happen in Saudi Arabia. It's going to happen in England. So it is now pure business about tickets, about sales, about numbers. And then English people are like Owambe people. As a matter of fact, I think that Yoruba people learned Owambe from English people. Mogbamoya. England have the most Mogbamoya in the world. Like, organize any event, English people are there. Okay, American people only gather for entertainment, for sports, but they gather the most for either yard sale or cookouts, because Americans can die for food. That's why they have the highest number of obesity in the whole world. Okay, Americans can die for food. There's brisket, what we call biscuit bone here. There is ribs. There is there's cornbread. Oh, Jesus Christ. Americans would do anything for that, right? But British people, where 2 or 3 are gathered, Mogbo, Moya, they are there. They are the God. Where 2 or 3 are gathered for anything. Electric pole can just fall. 2 or 3 are gathered. Oh, Mogbo, Moya. They have showed up. They are just there. So that's the way they are, right? But the money will not be as big as what comes with the Saudi Arabia. And now seems like Tyson Fury is getting cold feet. Do you guys think that this fight is ever going to hold? Anybody who have proper boxing inclination should talk to me about that. Another thing that I want us to shook our mouth into, sink our teeth into, is the Formula One. Okay, our very own boy, fantastic guy, fine boy. He broken the rules. They bend the rules for him. You can put your stud so that you don't come and say it's because of the juju of the store that they come out that make you not to win. Okay, everybody say let's bend the rules for him. Let's create the Lewis Hamilton rules separate from the others. So the other people cannot put jewelries, but Lewis Hamilton, you can put jewelry because you've been wearing this since before the rules started, and we don't want to come across as victimizing you because you're a black man. So wait, but it's not getting the right result. It's still not running properly. Something is not going well for him in his race. Now, people are saying, should he take a sabbatical, a Pep Guardiola-like sabbatical, go on break for 1 or 2 years, but then he's aging, and then probably come back and get his number 8 title, because that's what he's crazy about. He doesn't want to get stuck in 7 and be co-equal with Schumacher. So he wants to stand alone as the all-time. Yeah, he's already, for me, I see him as the greatest of all time in terms of Formula One, but then analysts, people have different opinion, and then again, plus the fact that he's a black man, just that a black person have to work 10 times harder than every other person. So let's put that on the side. I'm not playing the race card. I'm just saying that it is what it is anyway. So What do you think that Lewis Hamilton should do, man? I'm loading you guys with so much story today. I'm wondering whether everybody can get in on the conversation as we go. But what do you think that what's it called? Lewis Hamilton should do? Should he go on the sabbatical? Yeah, maybe cool off a bit and do reverse engineering of the whole process, the whole driving. We have had people come into the studio, Formula One expert like Francis, the other guy, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. All of them come here and they say one thing: it's not the car, it's the driver. I said, no, I'm not a Formula One expert, but I've been driving since I was 13. This stubborn worry boy, I've been driving since I was 13. Even though I was very short, I remember I used to drive the late Chief GM Ogedegbe's Mercedes Benz when he's not around. I would drive the Benz, me and his son, Igo Yomi. I don't know where that one is now. We'll drive the car around, go to the college, drive to garage, go and buy newspaper, and then come back through Warisa Play Road, past Hausa Quarter, and then, it does so like that, past front of Wisno Romadia for that house, and then come back to Open Street, park the car, wash up. We'll wash the car, tomorrow again, we'll drive it again. No problem. Sweep the whole place, make it look neat. Like we were acting, when I look back now, we're acting like we were invisible, like we're in stealth mode. Like we just press one button, we just disappear. Even if the landlord is not seeing us, and the whole neighborhood not seeing us. But hey, it is what it is. We did what we did, and and then later, brother Benson now got offshore work, and he now bought a Peugeot SROS. Jesus Christ, I want to kill that Peugeot. I was driving that Peugeot, I know it's manual. I've not known how to move gear 1, gear 2. I could be in gear 2 since forever. Once I go to 1 and I go to 2, I'll be firing. It may be, hey, like cry baby. For where I need to go to 3 because I felt like if I do 3, the front of the motor will run, leave the back. But it is how I started driving. Anyway, I'm not encouraging anybody to go and do that now, boy. I know that my son will start driving before he turns even 15. I already know that, and I'm not bothered about it. Okay, drive within the estate, drive within the neighborhood, and all that. It is the situation. Okay, let's come back to this. So when they were saying that it is not the car, it's the driver, I said, listen, I think it's the car, because my Honda City, for instance, cannot outrun Alibaba's Mercedes Benz, because we know the engine capacity of these two. My car, we're not going to see each other. Okay, so we should be careful how we say it is the car, not the it's the driver, not the car. Because even if you put Anini in my Honda City and you put a Lena in Alibaba's Mercedes Benz, they go still overtake, they'll still run leave me, because the car on its own is designed to run that fast. Okay, but people not here. Okay, I kept quiet. Now Lewis Hamilton is the driver, but the car is no longer running. What is now happening? Should he take a sabbatical? Should he go rest and say, you know what, I'm going to come back like Arnold Schwarzenegger? I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I will be back. 1 year rest. Watch other people drive. Learn from himself. Learn from other people. And then learn how to attack the driving. Again, the Grand Prix is not a one-man thing. Every day, nobody is a champion forever. That's what people always say. So I'm taking that back and giving it back to you. So let me take a bit of the comments that you guys have dropped here. I'm seeing some epistles. Please write a letter. It's International Women's Day. Write a letter to your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your daughter. Okay? I have a daughter. I've got a wife. I'm going to say something to them. Chibweze 269, he said, morning sir, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm fine. Al Muhammadi is laughing. I don't know why you're laughing, but please, you could humor me and tell me why you're laughing. Akbaz Baba 82, he said Graham Potter should be sacked. Dortmund went back like they were trying to defend their 1-goal lead. When they came out playing, it was hell for Chelsea. That penalty was not retaken. That was retaken was a fraud. Okay, now you see that the man's money is good enough to get people try to bring him back into competition. I always tell you that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. You people decide the lie. This once there's big money in any team, there is always a tendency for referee to want to bend it on them. It's just that Potter is not good. If Potter was a good coach, Chelsea for the top 2 now or top 3. Yes, Akbar Zumba said Mahmoud Yakub of Nigeria INEC was the referee of the game between Chelsea and Dortmund. Jesus Christ, Mahmoud Yakub, you are a goner. Okay. Mahmoud Yakub, sorry. Make I not forget. Make God bros, I hail you too. He said Bruno Fernandes lacks the discipline of good captain. So, in another word, in converse speaking, he's a bad captain. Just say it. Just say it. The thing where you carry for chest, like Omo Voodoo, just say it. Not the fear to talk. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. If you want to go to the side, go to the side. That's what Bruno Fernandes has asked me to tell you today. In other words, you are saying, Akpos Baba, that Bruno Fernandes is a bad captain. Whenever games don't go his way, he runs berserk, displaying all kind of behavior that is unsportsmanlike. His stupidity is made of Japanese steel. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Don't ever follow worry people quarrel. They will tell you things that the world will not forget. This one should be printed out and framed on the wall. Like, your stupidity. Now I'm going to be using that thing. Now it's enter my head now. I cannot come out again. Your stupidity is made of Japanese steel, not Ajakuta steel. Okay. Sinobian King. I mean, I hope I mentioned I pronounced this well. Sinobian King. He said on a good day, PSG will beat Bayern. Is today a good day? Is today a good day? Sinobian King say, Happy International Women's Day to all the women in the world. No, that's not what I want. No. That's not what I want. We already know that to all the women in the world. Write a letter. Okay, write a short note to the woman that you want to write to. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be all your girlfriends, especially if your name is Solomon. I mean, I don't understand how somebody will be Solomon and we have only one babe. I don't understand that. That's not. It's not scriptural. You have to be following scripture. Akbaz Baba 83 said Tyson Fury talks too much. But that job when he did so not talking job. It's like telling me that if he talks too much. That mean talking job, I talk for a living. I talk for a living. Would you not be surprised if I come to this show and I'm like, you have a problem with me, right? You would log off. So talking is talking job. That job, now talk, they bring the money. Okay, so Tyson Fury talks too much. I hope Usyk beats the hell out of his big man. Nah. I want Usyk to beat him, but not beat the hell out of him. Beat the hell out of him is like Mike Tyson being beaten by the most underrated boxer, I think for me, one of the heavyweight that was never given the respect that he deserved by Linus Louis. Okay, Linus Louis beat everybody in their prime, okay, beat Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was crying in the ring. That kind of beating is beat the hell out of him. Or Mike Tyson beating all those people before crowd will come in and sit down. I taking them out, okay? And the day that Tupac died, that guy that I beat, I've forgotten his name now. Or how Mike Tyson beat Frank Bruno, and Frank Bruno was crying, and one of his teeth fall off. Okay, that's beat the hell out of him. I don't think Alexander Usyk can drink and turn on and come and beat. This guy's body is mattress, wet mattress. You punch him, you go back. You see that Japanese, that Chinese thing that you would punch and then it will go down and then come back. That's Tyson Fury. Okay, ain't nobody beating the hell out of Tyson Fury. They never born the person, but the film winner beating the hell out of him. Nah. It's like saying there is an African team that can beat Nigeria 10-0. Forget to, no matter how we misbehave, you will just beat us 1-0, 2-0. Fine, but 10-0, It not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I lie. Ufia, it not gonna happen. Okay, but let me read it again. I said Tyson Fury talks so much. I hope Usyk beats the hell out of his big mouth. Deontay Wilder knocks him out in their first bout. It knocks him down, not out. If you knock him out, if you win. It knocked him down and then he came back up again. That's what I'm saying. He was like Lazarus. He resurrected. Jesus resurrected him. Deontay Wilder knocked him out in their first bout, but the referee gave him more than a 10 count for him to start. Man, this guy, you must really hate Tyson Fury. You must really hate Tyson Fury. Hey, Stanley Paul, I see you. Okay, he said Happy International Women's Day to my lovely wife in the south side of Chicago. I beg, tell her, say I love her. Oh, she's sleeping right now, but hey, wifey, to Akbaz Baba in the south side of Chicago. in the crime area of where black people kill black people, the place where black people kill black people the most, Chicago, Illinois, and all those part. Please stay away from the saloon where they gossip in Chicago, where they do then don't go to those places, okay? Because they move around with gun too much, and the gun is not just men, it's men and women. So be very, very, very careful so that you don't get yourself into a Nigerians never get involved in those things. Nigerians, we know the fear of God that we have here. We they take and they go abroad, and we live by faith and by sight when we are in the abroad. We don't just live by faith alone. We also live by sight. We also live by sniffing, by nose. When we smell trouble coming, we take off. We do like this because we came to the abroad to look for money, not to look for trouble. We are lovers, not fighters. So we need a fight. Now when we dey for house here, we dey fight. When we dey in the abroad, there's only one thing and one thing alone: look for the money. It's all about the Benjamins, nothing else. You sabi pass me, yes sir. You are stupid. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We need to fight people in the abroad. No, we don't. Have you ever heard that Nigerians fight? Nigeria can fight Nigerians in the abroad, but fighting other people, I've not heard that Nigeria fight a white person before in the abroad. Okay. Yes, my producer Kalejaye is on a mission, dressed like Tom Cruise, looking all freshy. We have an interview with Obi Kubana today, so he's on his way now. Just give me a sign. I'm going and looking like Tom Cruise. Okay, Potter shouldn't be sacked. That's according to Chubueze 269. He said Rome was not built in a day. This Rome, they're not going to build them. This bricklayer and Akamoru, he don't know work. It is the type of bricklayer that Nigerian government used to do road. This one not go fit do anything. See, this is not a chair. It's not a chairman. A chairman, see, easy. This one he not go fit. Let's not just deceive ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. Sir, come and talk to these people so that they will have wisdom. Akanushi, this potter, the clay that is using is sandy soil. Now on Christ the solid rock, now we stand. Every other sand is what? Sinking sand. This clay potter man is not the kind of potter you need. When the Bible talk about the potter, it was talking about God. This one would design some ungodly vessels for Chelsea. You people should stop trusting the process. The ungodly vessel that this guy will produce for you. This guy does spoil everything. He said, and I quote, he said, Potter shouldn't be sacked. Rome was not built in a day. He should be given time, like Arteta and Xavi. Well, by the time he's done, Xavi never took just Barcelona to 10th position. By the time he's done, Chelsea would have been the championship. At this rate, championship is calling Chelsea. And Arteta never got anybody to spend £301 million for him in a January window. So let's not be comparing these two sides in the same comparison. Okay, somebody that is living in Okoko is not the same thing as somebody that is living in Banana Island. There are rubbish you can do in Okoko or Ebute Meta, Orite Meta, wherever the meta is, or Arometa. They will forgive you. If you do that in Ikoyi or Banana Island or Asokoro, EFCC might come and pick you up. What this man is doing is carrying Ebute Meta and Okoko Meta behavior into Banana Island. It's not going to work. Oh my God, work. It's not going to work. Okay, Daily Man say, bros, how you see the PSG versus Bayern game tonight? What are your predictions? Well, this is a game that I stopped making predictions. Okay, so guys, calm down. Nobody asking me for predictions. I have resigned from the altar of prediction. You people said that all my predictions are fake, so I stop. You people said it. Yes, you people said it when I was in Brilla. You said the predictions are fake. I just for me like I know too much. I don't want to know too much again. Nigerians are allergic to people that know, so I don't want to know again. I want to come down to you people's level. Nobody should ask me for prediction anymore. Spirit of prediction has left me. Ichabod, the glory have departed. The spirit of prediction, I don't even know what is going to happen. Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, the best side will win. That's the best prediction to give as it is right now. I don't know get prediction anymore. I don't need to do prediction. If that one go make me never get viewers again, make I not go get. Amy Andy says, the gossip zone. Okay. That's what you're laughing at, eh? Okay, be laughing. He said Bayern all the way tonight. Okay, they don't give you prediction. That's the prediction. Take that one. Jonas Sokoto, how you there? You're there? I greet you, my guy. He said, Akbas Baba, he said the gunfight, not be here, but she in her area as she is an indigene of the south side. I just imagine her, I go take leave for the place, even when it be say she dey stay for Highbrow area. And she dey say Highbrow area good for you now, but if you go there, go show Ogbodu, go show say you too much. They will put out water for your body. They have this all they talk water for you. Now Chicago, now be water headquarter. Hey, people they lie. That's why I see people with America, they insult Nigerians. They talk all the nonsense about Nigerians. Like, all these idiots with the online insult us. America is worse. I repeat, is worse than Nigeria. Everybody can come and tell me anything. I will not live in America for free. Yes, I'm saying it. I will not live there. Not be saying a country where I never go. I've been there. I've been there, done that. So I've gone across that country. Nah, I can go and visit to just go and visit holiday, go and watch the World Cup in the next World Cup, go and watch like Super Bowl, go and watch some things. Ice hockey I would never go and watch. I don't understand why I should go and watch grown men who pretend to be playing sports and they're fighting each other. I would never. Nah. Ice hockey I would never watch. MMA fight I would never go and watch. There are certain sports you'll never see me in the arena. Akpas Baba say America is worse, so you are very correct. But people will never go will tell you say that you're lying. Well, I have a problem with that one. Whatever you want to believe. Let's go to YouTube, my family house, and oh boy, the messages are plenty. Blood of God. Hey, 51 people are here and they're writing. Everybody's writing like they're writing exam, jam, WAEC. Okay. What happened to Oscar Pistorius? Please. It just crossed my mind today as we're talking International Women's Day, and I remember that guy just woke up in the night and put on water for one model body like that. Just after, you know the thing where that guy do, he chamfer the girl. After he chamfer the girl, after he lalo, you understand? After he do his lalo finish, he could put on water because you know what pay bride price. I don't understand, or you know what give the girl thanks for coming. You know about transport fare. Now I put out water for the girl body. Well, whatever it is. Oscar Pistorius, my South African brothers and sisters, I fight with that guy for South Africa. What happened to him? Okay, so on YouTube, Lord Mayor says good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Don't you remember say good morning, boss? Good morning to you. And then Lord Mayor wanted to say Chelsea will go on a run of games. I saw it come. Well done, no. This year, I see. Me see. I greet you. Mokomoko one of the same kingdom. You didn't say this, so. You see Lord Mayor said Modric is not seeing football match. Chelsea fans are saying it's not good again. I know Chelsea will ruin that guy. Okay, only you see them going on the run. Only you see that. Only you know that they will ruin them. Ola Matthew said Lord Mayor, that guy no good at all. I talk assassin dodge bomb. I talk about assassin dodge bomb. How can you have a Reece Nelson and they're going to go look for 100 million to sign Millie Cup? I better shift. Let's Patrick say good morning everyone. Good morning to you. And then Lord Mayor says Ola Matthew, if una allow Ateta handle that guy, una will be Chelsea fans. No go talk this thing. No, make us Ateta no handle. Ateta no fit handle what's it called? What's that guy Nicolas Pepe? Not be every miracle Jesus they do. They say what's that thing? What's that thing that they share every morning to people? Wanting. What God cannot do does not exist. Many things there where God cannot do. God giving us proper election in Nigeria. God cannot do it. I just tell you now. So what God cannot do really exists. Nigeria is a typical example of that. They say what God cannot do does not exist. Even the person where they talk say what God cannot do does not exist. It be like say God never call her. If you check where. So what God cannot do he exists. If you live in Nigeria, you know say he exists. let's not even deceive ourselves, but let's carry the case and go forward like that. Eze Patrick say the penalty was retaken because a Dortmund player was in the box, but there were 3 Chelsea players in the box. 2, boss, can you shed light on that? So if the team that is taking the ball, the penalty kick, if their player is in the box, right? For as long as they don't play rebound, it's not against the rule. That's to the best of my knowledge. And you know the rules of the game changes every second. And once we go to sleep, it's like Tooth Fairy. He comes and changes the rules. Okay? But if the attacking team plays the ball and one of their player, the defending team, they play the ball, the defending team, one of their players is in the box, the referee can't retake the penalty. Having said that, they were not interfering with play. That's where the controversy is. It's not like, okay, the goalkeeper saved it and then the player that was in the box was the one that cleared the ball and said, okay, no, I retake it. I think it was designed for Chelsea. But even at that, Dortmund didn't score. Dortmund came and they were insipid in the first 45. They sat back, they could defend just 1 goal. How do you go and defend 1 goal? So I'm not going to just put the blame on the referee. I think that Dortmund did not also do their own part of the job. By the time they decided that, this Chelsea is not as good, this Stamford Bridge is not as fearsome as Anfield, okay, they came in and thinking, I saw Liverpool beat Man United 7-0, let's defend, let's not just run out and go and play and go and concede 7. But unfortunately, before they decide to come out, it was too late. Chelsea like, we die here. We are MC Oluomo, now we go Oshodi. We die here. Nothing is going to happen. We die here. If you like him by shouting LUP 77, it not gonna happen for a year. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, but let's move on. Let me say, my manager, they hardly make mistakes for transfer. Okay, he not pass 2 to 3 transfer. I feel say he don't make mistake and not be expensive one. If he want the player, he go use them. Okay. Chukudebe Oko, he say get elected. I don't understand what that means. May they arrest me? I know. Can this thing? Please explain what you just said. Akimbola Lanre, he said to my lovely wife, and they told me, lovely. Like, let's read this one with respect, with some kind of respect and some joy, some feelings. Not all these Eze Patrick bachelor that pretend to be in love with Liverpool. Let's respect married people and read this one with some respect on this International Women's Day. Okay, let's go back. To my lovely wife, and they told me, who's been the wind upon which I glide. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me. Love you to the moon and back, and more and more and more. Akimola Lanre, you make love sweet. All those Mumu Nigerian guys say Nigerian men are not romantic. Come and see romance here. Romance is in the air. We're writing romance in Roman figure. Okay? Romance. Miss Lanre, I've written romance in Roman figure. Yes. Yeah. And there's no asterisk to it. It's plain and clear. Wifey, and they told me, we greet you. Eze Patrick, Jesus Christ. After love now, I want bloody bachelor now come and spoil everything. After a very lovely message now, what bloody bachelor who is Harlot Schwarzenegger will now come and spoil everything. Well, I'm obligated to read your message anyway. Eze Patrick say, finally, on International Women's Day, big love to Mrs. Philomena Uzozi. Okay? Birthday shout out to you in arrears though. I wish you all the very best in life. Stay strong, from Patrick. Wait, who is Mrs. or Miss Philomena? I thought Liverpool was your love. So there is a Miss Philomena somewhere and you've been deceiving us? Okay, you're coming out of the closet now. Good. Okay, allow me to say, Lord Mayor, you're right about your coach not making too many mistakes in the transfer market, but you can't blame Potter for Modric's transfer because it was the owner that pulled that transfer. As Potter bought anybody, Potter not get that level. Now Potter na ask boy for the matter. Now who's Potter? Potter na that kind of driver where you carry reach express road. You tell us say, oh yeah, come down. You take all the money in the pocket. Say, get out of this place. You drive your car yourself. My wife asked me what I say. Where will get money reach where I go and play driver? I say I'm not going to play driver. Nah. I'll be driving my old age. In my old age, I'll still be driving. That one driver. anybody wey dey say go be driver for me. Nah. Like the way I love car, now you want drive me? Nah. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Even Uber driver wey dey call carry me sometimes, they know say they carry somebody. No. Don't come and drive me. No, I could drive myself. Okay, Additional Format says, finally, Chelsea scored 2 goals in one game, but the team still played bad. Still same approach with Gragra and mistake. I don't understand. This is something like something with a difference talk. Something happens finally. Dortmund was not up to it in the second half. So bad. Yeah, Eze Patrick say, I remember I was on the show on this same day last year. Boss, thanks for that, Jesse. Okay, you're welcome. You know, let me tell you one funny thing. Right now, I can't even remember that you came on this show. That's the funny thing with me. I can't remember that. If you ask me now which club jersey I gave you, I don't know. Which national team jersey I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. My head works that way. Like when you do good, you try to forget it in a hurry. Like that's how I am. Like remove it from your head so you don't think about it. Like you start feeling like, oh, I've done one good. No, let it go. So you've said it twice. Like when did this guy? Have I even met him? Like I could practically tell you that I've not met you, but now I know I have. But I don't know when that happened. Well, but it's okay. Thank you very much for appreciating. And this is another for my saying now. Wow, Bruno is now the issue of the capitulation of Anfield. Make una they calm down. Be calming down, people. All I'm about to say, happy International Women's Day to my mom and my sister, Mrs. Ola Williams and Miss Ola Messi. Okay, words alone can describe how instrumental you've been to my life. Thanks for always being there for me. Thank you very much. These women in the Ola Matthews life, the Ola women's, okay, the women's of the Olas. Yes, women of the Ola women's. Women of the Ola women, I greet Suna for helping this man to be a better person. Lord may I say, boss, why is Holyfield not rated in heavyweight boxing matches? I think it's rated. If an Holyfield is rated, is the heavy puncher. I don't think it's not rated. Maybe you're looking at it from a different angle. It's rated. He's among the top 10 greatest of all time, so he's rated. If you put him among the top 10 greatest of all time in a sport that have a lot of people, I think it's rated. I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing somebody say it's not rated. It's rated. Akimola, even I think Dr. Larry Zamoje did an entire show on him one time like that, so it's rated. Akimola Larry said the Japanese thing that goes and come back is yo-yo. No, that's not a yo-yo. Yeah, is that a yo-yo? Yo-yo is something that goes up and down like this. It's not a yo-yo. So it's not a yin yang. That's yin to my yang thing. I would find, but I don't know if the name is yo-yo anyway. I don't know, so I can't even argue. But I think yo-yo is one thing that have rope that will do up and down like this. Okay, this thing have a shape like an obese shape at the down, and they have like, it's like, it looks like a snowman. Like, if you've ever seen a snowman, it looks like a snowman, but it's like a snowman without the hand and the leg. Okay, right? It's weighted at the bottom. It's got like asymmetric shape, small head, and you punch it and then it comes back. You use it in the dojos. If you go to some of the dojos, some of like the top very, very good dojos, you see it there, right? But I'll find out the name anyway. After the show, I'll find out the name. But I don't know. Okay, wait. Let me see. But I don't think yo-yo is the name. I don't think so. Let me just be so sure so I don't start arguing up and okay, no, that's not a yo-yo. A yo-yo is different. Yo-yo is, I know what a yo-yo is, so I was right in the first place. A yo-yo is one round thing that have a rope. We used to play with it like, it goes up, comes down. Some people use it to do magic trick, use it to do, all those guys that do trick shows, they use it. It's not it. It's I don't know. I would search for it. I'll find the right word. Or I'll talk to my Chinese friends and they will give me the right name for it. Okay. Divine Tokay say happy International Women's Day to my mom, younger sister, and the one I call Ellie. Okay, Ellie. Thanks for your resilience and fighting spirit, and thanks for being a good support structure in tough times. I love you all. Man, that's fine. That's beautiful. That's lovely. Everybody sending love to loved ones. That's just beautiful in a beautiful kind of way, And Divine said, my fear with Chelsea is that this guy Potter is flattering to deceive. My other worry is that the players don't have the character to drive the team to the final of the UCL. I don't like the 2 wins. First off, let's leave this joke. Let's stop this joke of Chelsea getting to the finals of the Champions League. Stop it. Okay, it started out as a joke. I was just joking. Would you people be happy Chelsea going to the finals of the Champions League? What's that? This Chelsea team, this Abaka, this crippled team. Please, as my American brothers will say, nigga, please don't try that again. Okay. Divines okay say they are deceptive wins for me. Okay, Eze Patrick say Divines okay. Which one be deceptive wins again? Okay, another one. Grammar. We are in English class now. Okay. Lord Mayor says Eze Patrick chest down day for una Madrid match. Abi. Okay, another 5-0 is coming. Divine okay say Eze Patrick, the Potter man just use extend him stay. Very soon he go back to normal settings. He's not the guy for the job. Plain and simple. He's the Buhari. But he can stay 8 years. Alright. Eze Patrick say, Lord Mayor, I beg, leave me until then. Right now we're not there. Let's get to that bridge before we cross it. Let's not be crossing Third Milan Bridge when we are still in Ekpe. Let's wait till we get there. We'll cross it. Okay. Divine okay say Modric will come good. Okay. We are waiting for the Messiah to come and turn him good. That's how people told me that Nicolas Pepe will come good. I'm still waiting. Even in the Nice, wherever they send him to, I'm still waiting for him to come good. Player will no sabi. When I say go come good, sabi where? He no sabi. Had a lucky season. Play penalty. Score penalty. And I say 72 million. Whoever arranged that deal was a fraudster. But if now you both do him now, they go leave him. If now black people now they send a hush puppy. Why? Odoni Remileko says it's a party say bros now. Wow, what's bros don't do again? Odoni Remileko say old man. Divine okay say, why is the gear not the captain? They had this days, and then goalkeeper as captain again. Yeah, me Dynamite. He said, big uncle E. Yeah, babe, what's how you doing? Okay. He said, good morning, sir. Just to do throwback, I enjoy your Sunday 7-up. You are not fair. You are not fair to them. That's not good at all. But anyhow, thank you for enjoying it. He said, I am wishing my mom, myself, and Uncle Daffy's wife and daughter happy International Women's Day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that one. Yami Danama says snowman. Yeah, it's not the snowman. Okay, so the snowman is different, but there is, I don't know. I would find the name. Don't worry. I will find the name. And teacher love for my say, shout out to my beautiful and darling wife, Ify. I love her so much. Also shout out to my sweet mom and sister-in-laws. Both of them are Eloho. Okay. Ify have a sister called Eloho. Okay. And Gloria. Okay. Which one be both of them are Eloho? Both your sister and your sister-in-law, or your mom and your sister? Well, we'll talk about that later. These women are super, and that makes the world sweet. As Patrick say, happy International Women's Day to Mommy Patrick and my big sis Miss Vivian. Okay, you're back now. So who's Philomena? I just want to say thank you for everything you guys have done for me. May God bless and keep you both. Okay. Allow me to say Chelsea fans are giving themselves false hope of getting to the UCF final. If Potter is still the coach, una no fit smell him this season. Smell where? For what? Who dash monkey? I beg. I don't want your word. Yemi Dynamite says this. We got 10 more minutes to the end of the show. Yeah. Yemi Dynamite says Chelsea won yesterday, but with the quality they have, that win wasn't convincing. Why can't their owner get Zidane? Sir, what is stopping him? I think it's not like really come into terms of European football. He's using this time. There's this thing I always say, that billionaires don't make mistake. Okay, so not like they don't make mistake, but they have enough money to overwrite or underwrite or whatever, override their mistake. So even if they make mistake, they will buy their way out of it. I think what he's doing is, as an American, sports is not much about coaches. That's why if you see clubs that are owned by American owners in the EPL, don't sack their coach in a hurry. Look at the Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, and now what's it called? Now Chelsea. American owners don't sack coach because they don't grow up in that kind of environment. Don't forget that the man is a product of his environment. Sacking of coaches is the last resort because American idea of sports is about the business model. How many jerseys can we sell? How many tickets can we sell? How much advertising can we get? That was why, as bad as the Glazer reign, as some people call it, they made more money in that era than the successes of Chelsea over 19 years of winning 19 titles in 19 years, because they are all about business. They brought in Chevrolet, they brought in all these big brands to come in even when they were not winning. Because for Americans, since they were small, since they were young, all they do is every sporting event, every sporting franchise is tied to money. Every corner you have to milk it. You have to brand your stadium. You have to get advertising here and there. That's also why some people floated the ESA, European Super League, which I think eventually will happen. Maybe not now, but in the future it will happen. So all of that have now happened. Benjamin said, but they sacked Tuchel. Now, the thing about sacking Tuchel, and I wouldn't even call it a sack in the first place. We all know that Thomas Tuchel will go, because when you take a club and you realize that the coach you have is loyal to the former owner, even the whole British government that forced the club out of the owner, the former owner, would convince you, let this guy go. If you notice, it's a complete flush, right, of everybody that is affiliated, that still looks at the management and imagine that, oh, if Roman was here. So that's one. But this is a coach that they hire. They didn't hire Thomas Tuchel. So this is a coach that they hire. They will first of all look at all the business possibility, what's going to happen during the preseason, what cities they are going to tour, or countries they are going to tour, how much it's going to bring into the coffers, which is pure grand capitalism, right? America is all about capitalism. Like if it's not making money, it's not making sense to them. So yeah, they have a contract that says if you sack Thomas Tuchel right now, you pay. I mean, if you sack Graham Potter right now, you're paying 48 million quid, 48.7 million quid. So they're looking at it like, no, why just lose that money just because we're not playing top level football? Well, I think we could do better, right? So that's where they are standing in this. But I think that one of the things they're not putting into consideration is that, unlike America, where the fans don't come out and attack coaches, in England they attack coaches, and if they want the coach gone, the coach is not going, they will start attacking the owner. This owner are still very new, still very young. Where Chelsea eyes, the fans' eye will clear now. When they get knocked out of the Champions League, and then they realize that next season they will not play any European competition, because they are so deeply rooted on Christ, the solid rock they stand right now. On 10th, the solid rock they stand. They are casted and bonded to number 10 position, and it's like they are going to rather go to number 10 Downing Street and go and sit down with the Prime Minister and have a conversation than play in the Champions League. That's when the fans will not realize that, oh, English fans in Mogbamoyas will not realize that London will be bubbling with Arsenal playing in the Champions League, most likely Tottenham Hotspur playing in Europa, and then they are going nowhere. That's when they will not come and start shouting. But the gods of the time have blinded them. Right now, they are blinded. They are not even seeing all that, because to them, everything's gonna be all right in Christ. Okay, whatever will be. But we will see what happens eventually. I think that if they get knocked out of the Champions League, this is my own thought. I was hoping that Dortmund would knock them out. If they get knocked out in the Champions League, and the owners now realize that those league position will not give them any European position, and then they start calculating the cost. The salaries that they're paying these players in the league, obviously they will not be relegated. The salaries they're paying these players in the league, and still it's just going to be league competition. Or probably they're looking at it from this angle like, oh, you know what, let's give this coach to the end of the season. He fails, we sack him. We know we have a good reason to sack him, and then we'll bring in a new coach who starts a preseason and does everything well with the team. All of that could be on the cards, but I don't think that Americans really, there's no history of Americans firing coaches. Like in Europe, you've heard a coach hired in the morning got fired in the evening. A coach hired and 3 hours later got fired. We've seen all those kind of things. 5 months after hiring a coach is fired. It's not a common conversation in the US. You know why? Because they come from a place where teams don't get relegated. right? So the culture, the sporting culture is different. Sporting culture in America is advertising, money, branding, and all of that. Sporting culture in Europe is passion, energy, and winning of trophies. So there are two different things, two different dynamites that is there. But we'll see how it goes at the end of the day. This one is coming from Yemi Dynamite. Say capitalism is their middle name in the US. Yes. Additional for say Americans are good business men. They know how to make money. UK now to chop money. Them no sabi spend their money. Removing Tuchel was to change the old guard. They needed to have their own team. Yeah. German Valentine, it's been a while. He said everybody knows say Chelsea now sleeping lion for now. Them go soon wake up. Them know they sleep till. Okay, let's see how that goes. Divine Toke, he say whoever negotiates the Potter deal now senior Osh Popisha Kai 48 million. Yes, where is Coach Ayere? I want to start coaching too. Okay, I like that. Coach Ayere, you're on blast here. Yeah, come and represent yourself. And this is say, I go clear. Number 10, the solid rock Chelsea stand. See, Todd never see yet. UK fans no get chilo. They go soon rent plane. And now they surprise me pass for the UK fans. Don't y'all go rent plane. Money don't take shop. Oh, don't go rent plane. They'll fly about. This one, FSG out. Jesus, can't you just say it with your mouth? Would it not be louder if you say it in the stadium? FSG out, you'll fly the plane past the stadium. Okay, I pray one day make the thing not go crash. When I go do that thing and play go crash, and I go see myself. I'm just praying. I'm just hoping that's when they'll not put a law that fans should no longer be allowed to fly a plane over a stadium. Okay, I mean that I might say this is what that Mr. Todd Boehly needs to learn. Them no tell am say Arsenal fans fly plane to take Kroenke and Wenger to get out of the club during the dark days, and now him own Agbero club for London. That one I even was pass. Okay, Odini Ramelaka say I want Chelsea to finish in the Conference League position. Make them the travel go Thessaloniki next season. You want them to do Apostle Paul's missionary journey in Abi. They want to continue from where it stops. Okay, 2 minutes to the end of the show. Eze Patrick say happy International Women's Day to the beautiful woman of the elite Shirel Lagos. I don't understand. God bless you all from your PRO Patrick. Patricky. Today you are revealing some things. So Patricky. Say well, Patrick. Well, let me go to some of the final messages that came from Instagram. Sabi Boy 014. He said good morning, side. Good morning to you. The best side go win. No, they always be correct prediction. Oh. Best side they lose sometimes, and sometimes them the rob best side. Okay, but that's my prediction. And then they predict again. Sure. Now you want force the prediction? Come on, my body. So come and force the prediction. Maybe and then they predict nada. Okay, I used to keep myself do research, do all the prediction finish. So the people had the audacity to even accuse me, so I had to use juju. Well, we've come to the end of the show today. Thank you very much for being on the show. One other thing I want to ask, I want to appeal. Please help me to grow. Help me so that people will not mock me. And we say God will not shame us. Now you God will use to not shame me. Subscribe to this channel. If you also like what we're doing, talk to people about it. Just take your friend phone, take up, go to the YouTube, subscribe, click on notification. Tell us, say, don't worry. We don't take too much of your time, okay? Just 1 hour every day. We will be having fun here. You know a lot of people. Go to the center. Just be our evangelist. Be our apostle Paul. Take the gospel to Thessalonica, to Mesopotamia, to Laodicea, to its Ephesians, to Ethiopia. Okay, no, Paul didn't go to Ethiopia. They never put Africa in the conversation in that. But that's why I see if I talk this in our church, people go verse on me. But this concept of white Jesus, I don't like him. I don't just like him at all. But let's leave that for another day. That's the reason why I know I go heaven. Because I want to ask many questions. God, you were sitting there. These people were using this your Jesus. You and this your Jesus to manipulate us black people. Now be you create us. When your pikin dey trouble where Herod wan kill, now be our Africa on a rock. When your Israelites, your children, they in trouble, now be our Africa on a rock cause survive, cause shop for 7 years of famine. Where you cause, and you don't get a food shop, your own children, you don't get a food shop. Now be our Egypt they come. When this Solomon, where you give wisdom, where the wisdom that to go bouquet women, when he want build your temple, that be Ethiopia can collect that wood. So the whole story in the Bible, the only time you pick a black man and when somebody carry cross, now you walk. Only Onyeburu walk, I will do. You pick 12 disciples, one not be black man for the Bible. So this Bible, Are you a just God? Are you a fair God? I need to go to heaven. Some people say if we go to heaven, all of us say Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the air. So nah. That's not gonna happen. God self no, it's not going to happen. No, I'm just saying my mind. When we get to heaven, all this thing when they talk, we will ask God many questions. Like, hey God, sit down. Let's have a constitutional conference. Let's talk. So all this Bible, there was no black hero in the Bible. White Jesus, white God, white angel. What happen? That's another conversation for another day. Let's leave this thing now before they say I be atheist or antichrist or whatever. But let's just move on. They say, you may say Christianity got to Africa before Europe, but Europe and America now manipulate it. They say they use that thing to manipulate us today. Remember when I want to marry, I first tell my wife, I say the day you come to this house and tell me pastor say that's the day our marriage end. Since there are some clauses in my marriage, we talk her from the beginning. The day I tell you something, you can't tell me say you want to do it, pastor talk first before you go do it. I talk. That's the day the marriage end. And then there's no conversation around, there's no thinking around it. We'll just end it like that. Well, let's end the show. I'm done. And I've had a good fun. I'm sure you too have also had a good fun. Thank you very much for being here. Please do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do well to preach the gospel of the YouTube channel. Do well to push our content all over the world. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful day. My name is Idafi Manchester. You love to come in the Lagos on spot. It's been a great time being on the show today. Let's do it again tomorrow. Have for yourself a wonderful day. Bye bye.